So the future of work is changing, and we're seeing many more sort of career trends shift. There are people that are working for longer, and also people that are changing their careers more frequently. Perhaps you're feeling stuck in your career. Perhaps you're thinking, how do I go about changing my career? Or perhaps you are making the assumption that you're too old, or you don't have the right skills for a future career, or perhaps your job might not be around in the future. Maybe you're worried about that. Or perhaps you're fearing that you're lacking time, confidence and self-belief to change and go through that journey. And perhaps you're scared of making the wrong decision. So today I'm joined by Becky Craig, Executive Career Coach, and Becky and I decided to put this video together to help you with giving you more clarity and guidance about what steps you can go through to help you with changing or adapting to a future career. So Becky, you coach a lot of people in their careers. What kind of things do you go through? Talk us through about how you equip people on that journey.
Yeah, sure. And I'll boil it down to three things really, and they all come back to a similar theme, which is about having the right mindset to change career. So the first thing that I always check in with people if they're uneasy about their current career situation is, how is that a problem for them specifically? It may be about the type of work they're doing, it may be about the people they're working with, unfortunately, or it might be about the environmental setup. And the reason this is so important is it means we can solve the right problem. If we're not clear on this, it might just be a general sense of uneasiness, and that's not enough to make a decision from. We need to understand the real root of the problem, so we can make a proactive choice rather than a knee-jerk decision.
Absolutely.
And the second thing I find really helpful when people are looking to change career is to work out what's really important to them at work, which might sound really basic. However, the things like our core values are often things we overlook when we're looking to change career. And that's our core values as well as our talents and strengths.
Oh, why is that so important?
And that's important because our values are the things that help us to either feel happy or unhappy, fulfilled or unfulfilled. And what you don't want to do is change career and realise the same things are making you unhappy that made you unhappy before.
True.
So it really is time to get your needs out on the table. And the third area that I found really helpful with clients is to help them to reframe any self-talk that is unhelpful or any limiting beliefs. We all have those voices inside our heads that say, I'm not good enough or I'm not confident enough. And that poses an issue because our thoughts and feelings drive our behaviours and therefore the outcomes we achieve. So if we can tame that self-talk some more to make it more helpful, we can achieve better outcomes for ourselves in our careers. And the great thing is about these three things, I think you can work on them proactively without a coach actually. So the first area, get really clear on the root cause of the problem, so solve the right problem so you can make an informed, proactive decision, not just a knee-jerk decision. Secondly, what are those values that are really important to you at work? It might be autonomy or freedom or security. Whatever it is, get really clear on what you need in your career to make you happy. And lastly, that voice in the head, or there's many voices we have in our heads, it's completely human, and it's just being more aware of it and then finding a way to reframe it to something more helpful to help us more towards achieving our outcome.
Absolutely. And the key thing is, and what you're saying is, that we have the opportunity to be proactive, to plan for our career.
Yeah.
And very often what I find when I'm sort of coaching or helping people in their recruitment career or in their careers generally, people do knee-jerk. And what's important is they really understand what's important to them.
Yeah, definitely.
So
100%.
thank you so much for all your help
Pleasure.
with that. And I'm sure everyone's been listening to this and finding it very, very helful.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Becky. Cheers.